A 3-day national conference was held as part of the 30th anniversary celebrations under the theme Liberation and Transformation, Realizing a Dignified and Prosperous Africa. The keynote speech by former Tanzanian President Benjamin Mkapa at the RPF Inkotanyi 30th Anniversary International Conference on Africa's Liberation and Transformation touched on Rwanda being a developing country and a model of how to put an end to genocidal hatred and ethnic division, and acknowledged as a model of constructing national unity from ethnic diversity. That Rwanda is further applauded for practically eliminating poverty, modernizing the life of all, inequality and dignity, and how the country is being recognized as a growing hub of regional trade and ICT development. He further mentioned the exemplary achievements owing to the leadership of President Paul Kagame and congratulated him for nationalism, his Pan-Africanism, and his leadership.
Thank you, Mr. President. You have earned the respect of your citizens, the respect of the citizens of the East African region and of Africa as a whole. Their people cherish their unity, equal opportunity and justice, development for all, and above all, national stability. Those principles and goals are enshrined in the party and national constitutions. And these are prerequisites for national self-respect and international esteem. African countries have witnessed 2 generations of independence. We have witnessed a range of political, economic, and social transformations. On the political front, we have seen a series of political coups d'etats in a number of countries. But today, we are proud to state that the overwhelming majority of African governments are civilian and democratically elected in multi-party elections. The founding president of independent Ghana and early agent of African independence from colonial rule stated at the dawn of his country's freedom from colonial rule the following, quote, "The independence of Ghana is meaningless unless it is linked to the independence of the whole African continent," end of quote. My own party's constitution asserts as its members' first belief, and I quote, "All human beings are equal and Africa is one," unquote. 2 important imperatives proceed from these beliefs. The first is a call for partnership and cooperation between independent African countries. The second is a call for economic integration between them. The call for African continental cooperation was planted and sprouted in the founding of the Organization of African Unity in 1963, which played a considerable role in the total political liberation of the continent. This, in turn, evolved into the African Union, expected to drive the faster all-round integration of African countries.
The forum, which was held at the RPF Inkotanyi headquarters, brought together about 1,000 delegates who include global leaders and scholars, among others. The conference focused on 3 main thematic areas: liberation, transformation, and self-reliance. 2 sessions were planned with formats ranging from high-level plenary to storytelling, with speakers representing the scope of RPF Inkotanyi's 30-year journey.
2, I am a dignified Munyarwanda ndafite agaciro. Right? That is a serious leap in identity. Those 2 things, 1, ndi Munyarwanda, 2, a dignified one, a Munyarwanda with agaciro or with dignity, leads to this sense that we are rebuilding our country. Now let me tell you something interesting. Kenya is perhaps 30 years ahead of Rwanda in terms of human skills, just to have the right personnel, human beings who can do great things. Uganda may be 15 to 20 years ahead of Rwanda. Rwanda has very poor skills, limited experience. In Kenya, you can find a permanent secretary in a ministry who has been there. He's 60, has been there for the last 40 years. In Uganda, same thing. Here, maybe a permanent secretary is in the early 30s. They don't have experience. Why do public institutions in Rwanda perform better than those in Kenya or Uganda? I think it is because of this identity, to say, in Rwanda, in Daftaga Chiro, and I'm rebuilding my country. That sense of identity.
The conference was also an opportunity for other political parties, partners and friends of the RPF in Inkotanyi to share their experiences and learn from each other's journeys. It also helped increase the awareness of RPF ideology and its adaptation over time, and deepen solidarity among the common faith that Africans share and RPF commitment to contributing to Africa's transformation. Members of the RPF National Congress overwhelmingly re-elected President Paul Kagame to lead the party for the next 5 years. The RPF leadership recently changed their constitution to give more voice to the youth, where from a college of 22 commissioners who sit on the National Executive Committee, 10 slots were earmarked for the youth, up from 5. Delegates at the RPF National Congress voted for a new National Executive Committee. Addressing the participants, President Kagame challenged the party members to make humility a value in everything they do. Humility, he said, has been part and parcel of the RPF since its inception. This Congress was a time to reflect on how far we have come over the past 30 years, a journey that was guided by our values. The last 3 days we have had fruitful exchanges regarding our country and the direction it has taken, he said. On the 30-year journey, the president said what has been achieved is impressive, but added that there was still a long way to go. He urged the RPF cadre to learn from their experiences, to draw lessons from mistakes, and to keep doing the things that have proven to work well. The party chairman encouraged the members not to shy away from calculated risk and always work with passion. Ruling parties from various countries were represented by delegates. The 3-day Congress ended with celebrations, bringing an end to a month-long series of activities that were organized to mark the 30th anniversary of the RPF in Inkotanyi.